What's up, carnivores? Let's make some pork belly burnt ends. If you've ever had pork belly burnt ends, you know just how good they are. One thing though that I have noticed is that most people, when they cut them one by one, the way you're gonna see a lot of people make their pork belly burnt ends, is that when people eat them, they eat them in multiple bites. Sometimes you'll see people go for the whole chunk, and it's just a bit much. And so my question is, can we make a little bit smaller pork belly burnt end, a little more bite-sized, a little more individualized? Will it maintain its moisture? Will it maintain that ooey gooey, barbecuey, fatty, savory, salty, sweet perfection that you get when you make the pork belly burnt end? But can we make it bite-sized? Let's get into this video, check it out. Y'all make sure, go ahead and smoke that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this video. So what I've got here today is just a medium-sized piece of pork belly. Picked this up at the grocery store the other day. We don't see this a lot around here, so I saw it and I was like, man, I gotta get on that. So I got on that. We're gonna be cooking this today on our Z-Grill 700 series. We're gonna be cooking with some Z-Grill brand cherry pellets to add just a little kick of cherry onto this pork. We're gonna go ahead and start that up so it can be coming up to temp while we're preparing our pork belly. We're gonna be running the pit today at 275 degrees. Let's go ahead and get gloved up before my hands get sweaty. It's so hot out here. These August temps down here in the South are just absolutely brutal. Y'all let me know where y'all are from down in the comment section below. Okay, so like I said, typically what you're gonna see is you're gonna see people cutting section about inch and a quarter, something like that. Today we're gonna go just a little bit smaller, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Nice little strip, line it up just like that, and we're gonna cut this whole thing up. All right, let's let that come up to temp. Let's cube these up a little bit. Now, we're gonna be doing the same width for our cubes as we did in our strips, just cut right through. For those of you that don't know what pork belly is, it's where you get bacon from. So you can see that looks just like a piece of bacon. And so that's why these are so good. Like, well, I don't understand what the big deal about pork belly is. Well, it's bacon, baby. It's just, these are little chunks of slow cooked, delicious bacon. Okay, so now that we've got that cut up, we're gonna go ahead and just any barbecue seasoning that you like, as long as it's got your standard fare, salt, black pepper, something for color, some paprika, some sugar, and you're gonna be in it to win it. Now you can go through these and you can try to season each side individually if you like, but I don't think so, Tim. What we're gonna do is we're gonna season heavy, we're gonna stir, and we're gonna season again. Looks pretty evenly coated. Let's stir them up, hit them again. And these are gonna shrink up maybe 30%. And so you can see how if you lose 30% of this, it's gonna be a really nice bite size. Next step is to get them lined up over here on our cooling rack. Now you can try to go fat side up if you like, or meat side up, whatever you prefer. These aren't gonna stand as good as the 1-inch pieces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just getting them onto this thing and putting them in the smoke, baby. We ain't got no time for all that. So these aren't gonna be quite as uniform as what you would get, you know, with the 1-by-1 cut. You're gonna have some smaller ones, you're gonna have some bigger ones. And what that's gonna provide is the people that like the crunchier ones, which, you know, that's the kind of thing that I look out for. I try to find that. I like the little crunchy parts, you know, kind of like the outside meat on a Boston butt. That's my jam right there, baby. And so it's just gonna provide the people that like the more squishy bite with something to go after. It's gonna provide the people that like the crunchy bite something to go after. Y'all let me know, are you team crunchy? Are you team squishy? Do you like a little bit of both? Which is probably why you're looking into how to cook pork belly burnt ends, because it's a magical thing. All right, fly machine, scare them off. They have found the pork belly, and they are very interested. So you cut up a piece of this pork belly, you can feed a lot of people with it. We're gonna go get us another cooling rack because when we cut this thing up, it added a lot more surface area. We'll go ahead and get these into the smoker, but putting them on one of these trays, you do not want to be trying to pick these things up and put them in the smoker individually. No. I'm gonna get that other cooling rack. I'll be right back. Put my little friends here to defend our treasure. I'm back. We're gonna get these in there. Well, if that don't look pretty right there, son. All right, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna let that run for 2 hours straight at 275 and we'll be back. All right, so it's been a little bit closer to 2.5 hours instead of 2 hours because of, you know, the children effect. Don't tell them you're trying to do something. Y'all know how it is. If you got kids, you know. If you don't got kids, you think you know better. And that's really the only two options. Those of you that think you know better, well, just wait till you got some kids and then you'll just know. You think that you're master of the universe. Everybody else just don't do this or that right. Well, guess what? Just wait your turn, okay? Just wait your turn. Wait your turn. Let's check these things out. All right, so they definitely look tasty. And I'm down here putting on these nitrile gloves like I'm about to do something. Good thing I got these ones right here to go on top of these ones right here, so we can get these ones right here. All right, let's get them out here, get some extra goodness on them. Well, for anybody that's wondering, you get you some of these Z-Grills gloves. 275 is too hot for them. Good Lord, look, you can see where it melted into the glove right there. Good night. That felt wonderful, like a therapy spa. All right, we're gonna have to get some cotton gloves. So fresh and so clean. But like OJ, man, the glove just don't fit. If the glove don't fit, you must quit. Man, these things smell phenomenal. Now it's time to make them that ooey gooey. Ooey. Scrape them off in there. Get these off of here like that right there. Little tip, something I didn't do. If you spray this grate down with a little bit of cooking spray, they'll come off a lot easier. I tell you what, you start worrying about your sound equipment and all things that, you know, come with making a video. There's always more to it than you plan for, especially when you're doing a cook that you hadn't done. It kind of throws you off your game a little bit, and you always overlook something. And today we overlooked cooking spray. Overlooked or not, these are gonna turn out fantastic. Whether they cooked onto this grate, slid off this grate, whatever. You know why? This is slow cooked, thick pieces of bacon. You know how I like my bacon cooked? Just about any way you wanna cook it. So you ain't messing it up. If you decide to do one of these cooks, be easy on yourself. It's hard to mess up. All right, so we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar over the top. Get it on there, baby. It looks pretty good. And then we're gonna put a little bit of good old-fashioned local hive honey. I don't know where this comes from, but I know it's good honey. We put it on a bunch of stuff. Just a little bit of that right there, son. Now you can put butter in here. I've seen people put butter in at this stage. Okay, so that's gonna run at 275 for about another hour, and then we got one more step to go. Okay, so that's been about an hour now. We're gonna go ahead, get them out, sauce them a little bit, go back in the heat for just a little bit longer, let them rest. Let's get them. Ooh, steamy, baby. Whoa. Okay, so into the final stage of this cook, man. These things look excellent. Let's go ahead, let's get some barbecue sauce out. Any good sweet barbecue sauce would be great, but if you want to use like a vinegar barbecue sauce, that'll probably be fine too. But sweet is just always good on pork. It just combines so well with that savory, fatty bite. I highly recommend sweet. Now that we've got that on there, we're just going to hit it with an extra pop of the seasoning that we put on there originally. That's just going to really help to bring out the flavor, bring everything together and produce an excellent, excellent bite of pork belly. Mix them up real good, coat them all. You want to glaze them. That way there's just a thin coat over each piece. That way when it sets, it'll be perfect, shiny, sticky, sweet, and delicious. Let's get them back into the smoker. Those should be ready to come out of there. Dear Lord. Ooh. What you talking about, son? Oh my goodness. Well, let's just let that cool down a minute and then we're gonna get at it, son. Sometimes you just almost feel bad for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because y'all can't taste this. But you can. All you gotta do is duplicate this cook. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Have you done pork belly burn ends? Did you think the ones that you made doing the 1x1 cut were a little oversized for a single bite? Are you interested in this method? Let's see if we can't get in there for that bite and call it a night. Man, that's just pretty. You can just almost see the light coming through it. Got that translucent candied look to it. That right there. That's fire. You get that meaty texture from the pork belly muscle, and then you just get like this gelatinous, molten, liquidy texture from the fat on the pork belly, and then it's just salty, savory, just so good. I really think this worked out well. All of these are bite size. I ate one and now I hope nobody saw me eat that whole thing. Carnivores, these things turned out excellent. I hope you enjoyed this cook. Let me know your favorite method for pork belly burn ends. I just want to say the Z Grill performed flawlessly. Third cook, no problem so far. I'm gonna leave links to them down below. Make sure to look into that, reward crowdfunding program that they're doing. And it's a lifetime of grills. You're looking at about $800 to start, and then $100 for every grill every 5 years after that. If you've got taste for quality, and when you find something good, you stick with it, check out these Z Grills, because so far, zero problems. I highly recommend the smoker up to date. Everything I've cooked has been fantastic. But come on over to American Smoked Carnivores on Facebook. I'm in there just about every single day, talking it up, liking posts, telling a joke or something. Thanks for watching. Smoke on, and I'll see y'all in the next video.